Hi, this is Mel Hum, the Math 120 online instructor at the College of San Mateo. This little mini video is to just give you a feeling of how I conduct a class, what's going to be happening for our 5-unit course. Okay, first I've got the textbook with me, and this is all in the syllabus that I'll show you later. So Essentials of Elementary and Intermediate Algebra, a combined course, first edition by Charles McKee. There is a second edition, but I'm using the first. It's cheaper. And I've noticed you can get it online for something like $4.50 plus shipping and maybe tax or something like that. If you absolutely cannot buy the text, I will show you on the videos key pages so you can actually survive without getting the book at all. Because of my daily videos that I'll be giving you, I give you the key pages so you can just go off of that. Okay, so this is what the book looks like. And it's on the syllabus that I'll be showing you right now shortly. Okay, so let me share the screen for some things that we have right now and what are my rules and regulations for the class and so forth. All right, so here's my syllabus and you'll get this also. I'll share everything with you. Now, before the first day, which is January 19th, I cannot share anything with you on Canvas. I'll give you most of my communications via Canvas starting with the 19th, but before that, I can only give you this general email share. And I'll be doing this maybe one or perhaps two more times before the semester begins to catch people that are still adding the course. All right, I'll just use my little I-beam here to show you key things. There's my email addresses that you can catch me with. Office hours. I have office hours via Zoom, 8 to 9, Monday through Friday by appointment. So if you want to make an appointment with me, you may. Otherwise, Monday through Friday, 10 to 11 by Zoom, and Fridays, 11 to 1 by Zoom. And I give you the Zoom invites later, and I'll talk about that also. Okay, so again, this is the name of the textbook that I showed you earlier. And you can't see it as big right now, but there it is. Okay, you can read the course description or not. You can read the student learning outcomes or not. It's legalese. I have to put it, what to be covered in the course. Okay, let's look at protocol. This is an online course. You will get daily videos from me, which are lectures similar to what I would have given in class, only much shorter. And you're to keep up with the material on a daily basis, just as if you had a regular Monday through Friday course for 1 hour. Now, you can take Math 120 daily for 1 hour. We're not doing that, but instead, we will cover one section a day. I'll show you the calendar, but my lectures are nowhere near 1 hour. Okay, they're much shorter. They range anywhere from 6 minutes to 15, 20 minutes. Okay. However, because it's so much shorter, I go super fast on the videos. The reason why I go super fast on the videos is in order to make the video shorter, it's easier to upload and so forth. And plus on a video, you have the option of stopping, going back, fast forward, so you can repeat it as often as you want. Okay, so I try to cover 50 minutes worth of material, but I'll be speaking like 100 miles an hour through everything to make the video shorter. Again, they tend to be 5 minutes to 15, 20 minutes in order to make them shorter, but I'll be talking real fast, but you can always stop, go back, fast forward, and you can look at the video as often as you wish, of course. All right, let's see. These are legalese, so you can read this or not. It's some policies of the school. Okay, homework. There is homework. I want you to please understand that just because it's an online course, it doesn't mean that it's less work. It doesn't mean the standards are lower. We're going to learn just as much, the same amount of material as if it were a face-to-face course, or not face-to-face now, but an online Zoom class, let's say. You have homework every day. You turn it in on exam days, and I'll show you the schedule a little bit later. Okay, and you must complete at least 70% of the homework in order for me to grade your exam, which means if you turn in no homework or not at least 70% of the homework, I don't grade your exam. It will not count. Okay, exams, there are 5 exams, one for every 2 chapters. There's 10 chapters, so chapters 1 and 2 will have 1 exam, 3 and 4 will have another exam, and so on. And we'll look at the schedule a little bit later. The exams are on Fridays, unless Friday happens to be a holiday, then it'll be on a Thursday. I think the first exam's on a Thursday because Friday happens to be a holiday. Okay, I will generally send the exams on Canvas announcements by about 8 in the morning, and they're due 11:59 p.m. So you have almost 16 hours to do the exam, so time is not an issue. So you might say, how do I turn in the exams? Take a picture, so just get your cell phone and click, 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 click. Take pictures of all your work, or if you have a scanner, you can scan it to me, and then email me your answers. And the questions that I give are very similar to the homework. And you may have one formula sheet, an 8.5 by 11 sheet, both sides for each exam. You get to drop one exam, and you may have a scientific calculator. Okay. Now, you're not allowed to ask other people for help, consult books, manuals, computers, and so on. I reserve the right to have a follow-up Zoom meeting session with you for an oral exam, and I may decide to count the oral exam more heavily than the written exam. Okay. Now, you can read this entire paragraph about cheating. Okay. I'll just say quickly about cheating. So I've given you the rules. You know, I know, in an online class like this, it's much, much easier to cheat than if we were to meet face to face. Okay. And of course, I'm not really happy about that, but there's not much I can do about it. Okay. So you know, I know, it's easy to cheat. Okay. So first of all, if I do find out you're violating these rules somehow, you have to get a 0 on the exam. Of course, it's very hard for me, difficult for me to tell, but believe it or not, we teachers have strategies to find out who's might be cheating and who's not. Okay, as I mentioned before, if I suspect cheating, I reserve right here, I reserve the right to have a follow-up Zoom meeting session. If I say, I think she's cheating or he's cheating, okay, we're gonna have a Zoom meeting. I'm gonna ask you individually about certain questions on the test, right? And I might decide to supersede what you got on the oral exam over the written exam. Okay. But we teachers have ways of finding out who's cheating. Okay, if you put a lot of stuff which I didn't talk about, or you did a method that I didn't talk about, then chances are you got it from somebody else. You looked online, you looked on the internet or whatever. Okay, I look very carefully at what you write and what somebody else is writing, saying, these two exams are almost the same. You got the same questions right, you got the same questions wrong, and the way you did them wrong is exactly the same. The way you did them right is exactly the same. Okay, I would suspect cheating under those circumstances also. Okay, so yes, I don't see you in general, but I reserve the right to have this follow-up Zoom meeting. So it's not worth it to cheat. Okay, don't cheat. And you've got all the rules and regulations here. So I've told you what you're allowed to have. You can have one formula sheet, 8.5 by 11. That's what I would allow for my face-to-face class. Also, you can't use the book, you can't use other people, you can't use a computer, and so on. You can have a calculator. Okay. How do I know? Well, obviously I don't see you, but we teachers have ways to find out. So again, right over here, for each exam, I reserve the right to give an oral exam follow-up, and you'll be told if that happens. So I might ask you one-on-one conference. Okay, how did you do this problem? How did you do problem 5? What was your thought process? How did you do everything? Okay, I look at all your work. So I don't accept just the final answer. You have to show me all your steps, all the in-between steps. And if I ever ask to meet with you face-to-face, you would have to do likewise. All right, shared class list. If you're willing to be in a shared class list with emails and phone numbers, let me know. Okay, so you might want to communicate with somebody else in the class. Okay, give me your cell phone number and or email. They're separate. There's an email list and a phone list. So if you're willing to be in the list, so let's say there's 20 of you that want to be in the phone list, then I will give just those 20 people the phone numbers, and nobody else will get it. And if you're willing to be in an email list, let's pretend 25 of you want to be in an email list, then only you 25 people will get it. And those of you that say no, you won't be on that list. Okay, discussions. Okay, you're supposed to give discussions also. So you're to make 2 posts each week, and that's done within Canvas discussions. I'll show you that a little bit later. For the initial post, you're to show how to do any one of the problems assigned for the week. The initial post should be at least 25 words. For the second post, you'll comment on some other student's post for the week and include that student's name, Mary, John, whatever. Okay. The reply post should be at least 10 words. For the whole semester, the discussions are worth 100 points. Okay, so here's an example post. Okay, so sample post, if you can look over here. Okay. So suppose the original problem says solve 3x minus 5 equals 10. And let's say Mary posts something like this. First, I added 5 to both sides of the equation, giving us 3x equals 15. Then I divided both sides by 3, giving us x equals 5. Okay, that's simple post. And then a reply post, maybe somebody says, that looks good, Mary. I did the same thing as you did, and I got the same answer. That's it. Okay, so every week, except for exam weeks, and I'll show you the schedule again later, you give a post and a reply post. Both of those are required. Okay, because you're typing on a computer, it's hard to get some math symbols. So there are some conventions. For multiplication, you use the asterisk, which is above the 8 it's capital 8 as it were. The slash for division. Exponent looks like this. That's a capital on 6 above the 6. So this would be 4 squared. Squirt, S-Q-R-T, X means square root of X. Okay, disability. If you need accommodations from DRC, please let me know. Although timing should not be an issue. I mean, you have almost 18 hours to do the exam. Okay, I've commented this out. If you need extra help, there is a math resource center. If we met face-to-face, it'd be 18202. We can't do that, but the MRC will have virtual tutors, and when I get something like that, I'll let you know. Here's our total course points. Okay, 7 exams. The final exam counts as 2 exams, as it were, and you get to drop one of those, so 600, 100 for homework, 100 for discussions, total is 800 points. It is very easy to get the full 100 points on homework. Just do it. It is easy to get the 100 points on the discussion. Just do it. And here are the lower bounds for grades. So 90% is an A, 89% is an A minus, 88% B plus, 80% is a B, 79% is a B minus, 78% is a C plus, 70% is a C. We're not allowed to give C minus grades actually. 68% is a D plus, 60% is a D, 58% is a D minus, under 58% is an F. Okay, that's the basic syllabus. Okay, now tentative calendar. You can scroll up or down and see this. Okay, so Tuesday, January 19th, here we are. It's just an introduction. After that, it's pretty much one section a day. So Wednesday the 20th, 1.1. Next day, 1.2. Next day, 1.3, and post number 1 due. Notice Fridays are either posts or exams. So Friday 122, post 1. Friday 129, post 2. Friday 2.5, post 3. But Thursday 2.11 is our first exam on chapters 1 and 2. Friday the 12th and Monday the 15th of February is our holidays. Okay, notice every Friday after that, post or exam. Exam 2, chapters 3 and 4. Friday 2.26. Then look at all the other Fridays. Post, 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 exam. Post, post, exam. Post, post, exam. And then we have some buffer days where you just review for the final exam and do any other catch-up that you need to do. Okay. And then the final exam, I give it to you on Monday the 24th. It's due Wednesday the 26th. Okay. What is the homework that you have to do? It's down here. And you have to do at least 70% by the time of each exam. So 1.1, so the dates are here and the homework is here. So 1 to 71 odd. 1.2 the next day. This is exactly what I would give you if we met face-to-face. Okay, the next day 1.2, 1 to 59 odd, and so on, okay, all the way through. And you can see exams are every 2 chapters. So exam 1, chapters 1 and 2. Exam 2, chapters 3 and 4. And then 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, as you can see here. Now, you will see in my little mini lectures, I will end up doing a lot of these problems anyway. So let's say 1.1, 1 to 71 odd. I might end up doing problem 1, 5, 11, 17, 23, 35, something like that. I'll end up doing a whole bunch of those problems. So that shortens your assignment. Yeah, I end up doing sometimes 1/4 of the homework for you. And so to do 70% should not really be that bad. Okay, so we'll see that as we get to it also. Okay, so that's the syllabus. Next thing I want to show you this other thing. So let me share the screen. So I'm going to give you all of this. Okay, day by day, I'll give you all these videos. Okay, so these are the lectures. Okay. But you have it right here. It is the entire semester. Okay, and I'll give those to you. Okay, so you could jump ahead. You know, say, I wonder what's 2.2 about, or what's 4.4 about. They're going to be there. Okay, so all the lectures for the entire semester are going to be here, and you'll get that also. So all the videos, and that way you can always go back. You know, you want to review 1.2 or go ahead to 3.3 and then jump back to 1.8. You're always allowed to do that. Okay, for the lectures for the entire semester. Okay, so that's going to be there. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you was a little bit about Canvas. Again, we can't get into Canvas yet until our first day, which is the 19th. Then after that, I will generally send you stuff on Canvas announcements. Okay, so let me go over to a typical Canvas screen. Okay. All right, so this is my screen. Of course, this is from a teacher's perspective, but I am teaching Math 120. So we're here. All right, now Canvas also has a syllabus. Okay, you can look at it or not. It's much, much longer than the syllabus I just showed you a moment ago. I'll just go ahead and show you. It's really, really long, but a lot of it is legal. Okay, there's a lot of legal stuff I have to give you. So you can read it on your own or not. Okay, let's see. Here are the Zoom office hours invites. Okay, so if you want to join my office hours Monday through Friday, 10 to 11, here's a Zoom invitation for that. I also have Friday office hours from 11 to 1, and the Zoom invitation for that is here. Okay, so what else is on this big syllabus? Course information, descriptions, outcomes, I'm supposed to give all that. Okay, here's the name of the text again. Okay, I've seen it online for under $10. Okay, is your computer ready for learning some of the stuff? Copyright statement, free software statement. Here are important dates: first day, last day to add, last day to drop, and so on. Okay, schedule, I already gave you this, and this actually looks weird because somehow they've got it all jumbled up. But the one that I showed you earlier is probably a little bit better. Final exam, I give it to you on Monday, May 24th, and it's due Wednesday the 26th. So you have 2.5 days to do the final exam. So that should be plenty of time. Student responsibilities. So you can read out this. A lot of it is legal, announcements, email, netiquette, grade report, educational equity, accommodation, safety, more accommodations, DRC, Disability Resource Center, library, distance education, counseling, if you need counseling help, e-advising, learning center, net tutor, online readiness, personal counseling, during COVID especially, health services, your student email address and password. By the way, I will send stuff over SMCCD email also. So once the semester gets started, I want you to check both your SMCCD email and Canvas. But most of the time I'll communicate through Canvas. Technical support, Canvas hotline, Web Smart, and more stuff. And a lot of this stuff I went over also, but you can read it or not. Some services, childcare services, personnel, counseling, financial aid, etc. Okay, information about the final exam. Of course, I'll tell you all of this when we get to it. Summary of key dates, way at the bottom. But of course, when I give you my daily announcements on Canvas, you'll know all this. Okay, so the first discussion is due Friday the 22nd of January. Another discussion, exam. And exam and homework are due the same day. You turn in the homework with the exam, and discussions, exam, all the way through. Okay, so that's that. Now let me go back here. Okay, so get back into Math 120. Discussions. So this is where, when you get into Math 120, again, it's unreliable. You might be able to get in now. I'm not sure, but I know it should work on our first day, which is the 19th. Okay, you click on discussions, then you can join the discussion. Okay, then you can do whatever you want to do. Type in what you want for your go to discussions plus discussion. Okay, and now you can state what you're discussing and what problem are you doing. Right, I'm doing section 1.2, problem 3, and then you start typing in the stuff. So the problem was 3x minus 5 equals 10. And then you start typing in whatever, okay? And then submit a post, okay? So save and publish it, okay? And then you'll be able to reply to that. Of course, you shouldn't reply to yourself, but reply to someone else's post. Okay, so every week where there's a discussion, you need 2 posts. It's very easy to do, easy to get full credit on that. Okay, and I'm leaving, I don't really want to save that. So that was that. Okay, that's pretty much it. Feel free to email me. I've got it on the syllabus, homm@smccd.edu. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to send me an email about what's happening. All right, so that's an introduction to our Math 120 course, and hope you do well and have a good semester.